If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Most of us should have been able to try out this card because he's the season objective card for the first level. Everyone gets like a 10-game loan for him, right? So most people should have tried him out by now. Guys, with Carlitos Tevez, we're taking a look at someone who is 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's a 5'7" player, high work rates, while being someone who's working with a stocky body type. Now, I'm very familiar with what his base mechanics are like just because I've tried out this version of his card during that time period. So I'm curious to see how this new card is going to feel in game because he now has technical plus to work with. Because the main things here when it comes to Carlos Tevez is the fact that he's working with a stocky body type, and it does feel like you want to give him an engine chemistry style to boost his dribbling to be as high as possible in the main areas while giving him the pace and the passing boost. Now, the problem with this is that he's kind of strangely formatted because the shooting is not in the mid-90s area. And to be fair, you want that to be in the mid-90s area as much as possible. But it's at a 90 for finishing. And then the pace is also in a low area too. Because at this point, for cards that cost this much, right, it kind of makes you want to give him a hunter chemistry style, boost the pace, boost the shooting, and then you just work with the dribbling and the passing being as it is, right? But it just depends on the person, really. Heading accuracy at an 81, 76 for jumping. He does have physical stats too, so it could be helpful to work with when it comes to working with the body type. But it looks like an interesting card. I think with cards like this, you do have to use them in a 2-striker lineup, usually with the high work rates. It's just more ideal to use in a 2-striker lineup, or if you decide to use them as like an attacking oriented center mid or something, right? But yeah, we're going to see how this card performs in game. I think we're mostly going to be trying him out on the engine because you guys know me with the left stick. I got to improve that as much as possible. It is what most people on Footbin are going with as well. It's going to be either that or the hunter. So it's going to depend on the person, obviously, right? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and try out the card. We'll see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. Oh, that's what happens when you have an engine, huh? Oh, he saved it. Never mind. And he leaves the game on a tie. What a surprise. Let's go, Tevez. Good job, good job. Nice little finish there. Nice goal. Oh, I'm happy that the goalie didn't commit into me, because if he did, it would have been chalked there, honestly. You see how he committed the opposite direction? If he committed into me, the players just jump over the goalie's challenge, and then we're just cooked there. Oh, and we get a deflection. No, we don't. Oh, not really meta enough, right? If it was like a meta player, for sure. Oh, the cross was nice too. Unlucky. Unlucky. Half shot? Half shot again? Oh, he should have received the ball from that challenge, man. It'd be like that, though. That was literally a mechanic that they used to promote so much back in the day, and it just amounted to nothing. Good hold-up play. Nice. Nicely done. A couple of quick dribbles there. He does like a placement shot afterwards. Way too close to me. Oh, does he still get it though? Hey, he still has a body type for it. Push in. Flick. Go back in. Technical. Left stick. It's a challenge off. Ah, man. Didn't hit the green there, unfortunately. He does a side foot animation too. Nicely done. Good little finish, my boy. Ah, man, try to use a technical dribbling there. I had the extra pass, but TEVEZ review, so we're gonna do some things with him, right? Aw, nice try. Almost had it there. Deflection? Oh, that's gonna be too late, yeah. It be like that sometimes. Still 5-star skills there. Oh, nice try. There it is. Carlitos TEVEZ. Sure. That works for me, bro. Ooh, almost. Gotta do more power behind that, that's for sure. The thing about his dribbling is that, like, you know, I gave him an engine, but you're still gonna feel the body type being the way that it is, right? It's just kind of like, it's kind of how it is. Like, it is a physical type body type, right? Like, you could give him the engine to improve it, but you're still gonna feel it, of course. Like, even the animation just to release a pass, like, when you're more physical, you notice those things, right? There it is. Once I control the ball, I have to use the technical dribbling to compensate for the body type. Oh, here we go. Okay, a white time still scores for us. Nice. A little defensive animation there. That doesn't happen too often with the attackers winning the ball in that area. Oh, I didn't register the skill move, man. I think I would have had it there too, to be honest. But use a technical here. L trigger. Use the body type. Ah. If it registered the L1 heal, I would have had it past the goalkeeper there, I think. And that's the problem with giving him an engine, right? Like engine, he has a body type that's physical. He's not going to be like super explosive on the animation to run, you know? That's where it makes you want to give him a hunter, especially at this point in the game, right? With the pace being super relevant. There we go. Well, that drag, man. That drag comes from his body type. Like, and that's just with the engine as well. That's a huge drag. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Carlos Tevez card. So, guys, in regards to how this card performs in-game, we obviously provided him with the engine chemistry style to try to improve his dribbling, pace, and passing as much as possible. Now, with the way this card performs in-game, guys, he performs the exact same way that you would expect for just a general performance, right? So high work rates definitely feels like a high in regards to attacking AI. Again, it works out perfectly fine as long as you're using him in a 2-striker lineup. You know, I was using him next to Kylian Mbappe, and Mbappe is obviously very good with those aggressive attacking AI runs. So the way that they worked off each other was perfectly fine. He obviously found himself into very good situations. If you find yourself in areas where you do green time your strikes, he actually hits them kind of nicely. There's a lot of situations where, and I don't know if it's because of the finishing being on the lower side, but there's a lot of situations where I would hit a green time strike with him and he would do the driven shot for me. Like, it's not something that I was going for myself, but he would just kind of like do it for me, which I'm totally cool with. You know, if I hit a green time strike and you can score those opportunities for me, totally cool, right? What you want to utilize the most with Carlos Tevez in game, guys, is going to be the R1 dribbling part. There was one moment where you saw me beat the defender where I was doing like really quick, sharp touches, and it was a combination of canceling the I think it was like the McGeady cancel, but I was doing it like halfway just to get sharp touches with him to try to dribble as quickly as possible, because he does feel physical in game, right? He is a stocky body type player, and the dribbling is still not high enough to compensate for the fact that he's a physical type player, but it's also not that big of a nuisance in game. Like, he actually had a pretty good return for me playing in foot champs, playing in that 2-striker lineup. I think he scored, I believe it was like, let me see, it might have been like 8 goals. Was it 8 goals? Let me see. Not all these games are going to count because, you know, it was like 8 goals, 9 goals, something like that for us. I think if people leave, it doesn't count the whole thing. I'm not sure exactly how that counts, right? But yeah, the key thing here was obviously the technical plus, right? The technical plus is what's going to allow you to get into certain positions at the right times to score your opportunities. He does kind of mainly feel like someone that if I was going to use him in the meta of the gameplay, I would maybe use him mainly as like an attacking oriented center mid at this stage because of that physical feel that he has when it comes to the dribbling. Again, you could still do work with this card. You could still score a lot of opportunities with him. But in my opinion, it is an incredibly overpriced SBC, right? Because when you start talking about the ranges of 1.15, 1.2 million type coins, you're starting to get into players that honestly shouldn't really have any problems, even if they're SBCs. Like the pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling formatted with the body type should already be in a pretty decent situation. Again, it is a nice plus to be able to give a card like this the 5-star skills to work with a technical plus, because it makes him much more usable in comparison to this version of his card, which only had that relentless plus, which was kind of pointless in my opinion for how he generally performs in game. But technical plus was needed to add to the dribbling of the card, because it would have been really annoying to work with otherwise. But it's still really overpriced in regards to some of the meta options that you have, right? Like if you get like Zico and stuff, you're chilling. And Zico, I think, is still available as an SBC for probably like the same price. Let me see, 1.7 for him. Oh yeah, they went up a lot because of the fodder price being kind of crazy right now. But yeah, he's very up there in price. Like he should be significantly lower for in-game performance just because of the stocky body type. Now, I'm saying this to you, but it's not to say that he's bad, because he did really well for me, right? He scored a lot of nice opportunities, did really well. Like I said, when he's played in a 2-striker lineup, utilizing the 5-star skills into the strikes, worked out really nicely, just as long as I get those green time strikes. Because I think with this card, honestly, I would work with the body type more if his dribbling base card stats was like that already on an engine, but then I could provide him with a hunter chemistry style to boost the pace and the shooting. You know what I'm saying? And then the passing could stay in the same area as before. I wouldn't care about that, but it's the dribbling that would need to be a little bit higher, because at this point people have a little bit more responsive attackers up top and they're going to be more ideal to use. Like the typical Mbappe Ezebu combination that you guys normally see is the one that people are still going to go with, in my opinion. So but yeah, still a cool card in game. Really, really up there in price though, right? He could definitely perform for sure. Definitely significantly better than this one. This one, like, I even reviewed him during that time period. I'm like, it's not a card that would last a long time on my team. But this one can be played in the meta of the gameplay, because technical plus and the 5-star skills is a really big deal to work with. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Still performs really well in game. You guys should try out the loan. The loan's actually going to be able to cook for you from time to time. So yeah, I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.